chosen one. Have you ever woken up and found your body feels refreshed while your soul carries the burden of 1,000 hidden battles? Why, even with enough food, sleep, and quiet moments, does that heavy weight still cling to you like an unseen chain? If you felt that, let me tell you right now, you're not weak, you're not lazy, you're not broken, you are chosen. And the very fact that you are here, hearing these words, is not an accident. As the book of Jeremiah reminds us, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 15. That's why you feel different. That's why you feel the pull of something deeper than this world. What you're experiencing isn't just tired muscles or weary eyes. It's the exhaustion of the spirit, the fatigue of carrying light in a world drenched in shadows. And this message, it has found you in divine timing. You see, this message isn't for everyone. It's not for those still asleep in illusions. It's for the chosen ones, the bearers of light, the healers who absorb pain and transmute it into peace, the visionaries who cannot help but see through the veil of the ordinary. And yes, this tiredness you feel is part of your assignment. Your soul knows something your mind may have tried to ignore. You were never meant to fit in. You were designed to carry frequencies most people will never recognize. That awareness is sacred, but it's also heavy. Jesus himself said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. That wasn't just poetry. That was a recognition of what chosen ones carry in their bodies, minds, and souls. So listen closely, because right now what feels like weakness is actually evidence of your strength. That exhaustion is proof that you are living between worlds, 1 foot in the physical and 1 foot in the eternal. You are walking as both flesh and spirit. And that dual existence costs energy. Most people walk unaware, but you, chosen one, have always known too much, felt too much, carry too much. That sensitivity isn't a flaw, it's your gift. The psalmist said, "The Lord is close to the broken-hearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Psalm 34:18. You are close to him in ways others may never understand, because your soul vibrates on a frequency that aches for truth, healing, and divine alignment. But here's the part no one talks about. When you shine with that kind of light, you don't just attract those in need of warmth, you also draw the attention of shadows. You've probably noticed it. Strangers unloading their pain on you, friends leaning on you until you're drained, even family expecting your energy without realizing how much you give. This is more than kindness, this is spiritual labor. Without even trying, you're absorbing fear, transmuting anger, calming storms. You are doing what Christ did in his ministry, touching lepers, comforting the grieving, feeding the hungry, not always with bread, but with presence, with love, with light. But remember what even Jesus did. He withdrew to lonely places to pray. Luke 5:16. Why? Because even the Son of God knew that pouring constantly without restoration depletes the vessel. If he needed solitude, chosen one, so do you. And let's be honest, the battles don't stop when you sleep. That's why you wake up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., heart racing, drenched in dreams that feel more like visions than random stories. Your body lies down, but your spirit does not. You are on assignment even in the night. You are interceding, protecting, traveling across realms. Ephesians 6:12 says it clearly. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. That's why you wake up drained, even after 8 hours. You've been fighting wars others don't even believe exist. But hear this, your exhaustion is not proof of defeat. It is proof of engagement. If the enemy wasn't threatened by your light, they wouldn't resist it. Darkness only pushes back when light rises, and that's why you're being refined through these trials. You're not under attack because you're weak. You're under attack because you're dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. Like Joseph, who was betrayed by his brothers, sold, imprisoned, and yet elevated in God's time, your story is being shaped through struggle. What you feel now is not the end. It's preparation. Romans 8:18 reminds us, "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." Chosen one, part of your exhaustion comes from trying to serve two masters, the world's demands and your soul's calling. The world screams hustle, productivity, endless striving, but your spirit whispers, slow down, breathe, listen, align. You weren't built to race in a system that worships busyness. You were built to walk with divine timing, with rhythm, with purpose. Remember Ecclesiastes 3, to everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under heaven. The fatigue you feel is your soul crying out against being forced into rhythms that don't belong to you. And when you ignore that voice, your body carries the consequence. This is why stillness is not laziness, silence is not weakness, solitude is not abandonment, it is preservation. Elijah discovered God not in the wind, not in the earthquake, not in the fire, but in a gentle whisper. 1 Kings 19:12. That same whisper is waiting for you in your moments of quiet. But the world despises silence because silence births power. That's why your spirit aches for it. That's why you feel peace when you step away from the noise. But it's not just people or schedules that drain you. It's environments, technology, even thoughts. Energy vampires come in many forms. They're not always malicious. Sometimes they're just unhealed souls leaning on your light because they don't know how to find their own. Yet if you don't draw boundaries, they will keep drinking from your well. Proverbs 4:23 says, above all else guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Guarding your heart means protecting your energy. It means learning to say no, even when it feels hard. It means realizing not everyone deserves access to your spirit. And yes, even your inner dialogue can deplete you. When you rehearse doubt, fear, or self-criticism, you are tearing holes in your own energy field. But the word declares, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. Speak life, speak light, speak truth over yourself daily. Say, I am protected, I am chosen, I am aligned with divine timing. These aren't empty affirmations, they are spiritual weapons. So what do you do when this exhaustion feels endless? You restore intentionally. You treat rest as holy, not optional. God himself rested on the seventh day, blessing and sanctifying it. Genesis 2:3. Rest isn't a weakness, it's divine law. Begin seeing your sleep as spiritual preparation. Create sacred rituals, prayer before bed, gratitude, calling your energy back, declaring protection over your spirit. Surround yourself with stillness. Invite the presence of angels. Psalm 91 promises he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. You are not alone in this battle. You never have been. Step outside into creation. Touch the ground. Breathe with the trees. Feel the sun on your skin. These are not luxuries, they are medicine. The earth was created not just as a home but as a healer. Romans 1:20 says, for since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made. When you reconnect with creation, you reconnect with Creator. And above all, listen to the deeper message behind your fatigue. It's not here to punish you, it's here to transform you. This tiredness is your cocoon, your chrysalis, the sacred in-between, where your old self dissolves so your higher self can emerge. Isaiah 40:31 declares, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Your weariness is not forever. It is the valley before the ascent. It is the pruning before the fruit. So don't fight this season. Honor it. Learn from it. Ask yourself, what in my life is draining me instead of nourishing me? What am I clinging to that no longer belongs? What rhythms no longer align with my spirit? And then let them go. Release what must be released. Trust the process. The more you surrender, the lighter you will become. And when you rise, and you will rise, you will not just return to who you were. You will emerge refined, stronger, clearer, more aligned. This is your spiritual rebirth. This is why you've been tired. This is why you've been stripped. Because something new is coming alive in you. Something holy, something unstoppable. So chosen one, let me leave you with this. Your fatigue is not failure. Your stillness is not wasted time. Your longing for peace is not weakness. It is divine strategy. God is intentionally slowing you down so you can align with your true assignment. Don't resist it, welcome it, guard it, and walk boldly in it. The world is waiting for the version of you that will rise on the other side of this season. If this message speaks to your spirit, declare it now. Speak life in the comments. Write 777 if you are awakening, 44 if you are seeking protection, 99 if you sense something is coming to an end, and 33 if you are stepping into clarity. Let heaven and earth witness your declaration, and always remember, you are chosen, you are sacred, and your light can never be extinguished. For the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 5.